famous venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3.
And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Back to throw now on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. We're scoreless after 1. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Ross. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and run for him. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. That's taken on the 25. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Barnett.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, Shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Second and 11. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. The kick by Carlson is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels. And
he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for L.A.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will make our score 9-0. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run the counter. It's Rowe. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big breakdown defensively there. The fake punt turns into a huge play and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Mahomes now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Now a give, right side. Bagley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.